driving home today, noticing a couple of people with earbuds on. I, for one, am one of these people that drives around with earphones instead of listening to the radio. Now, I used to listen to the radio out here in Los Angeles. I used to listen to a station called Free FM. It was 97.1. It was all talk radio, which kind of weird, but very entertaining, very addicting. Probably the best station in LA. Everything else out there, in my opinion, is pretty much garbage. There's too many commercials. They repeat the songs too much. But anyway, a lot of those guys that used to do the talk radio went on to do podcasts. One that I really recommend is Adam Carolla. You can find him at, I believe it's CarollaRadio.com. You can download his podcast, carry him on your iPod or whatever, and listen to him throughout the day. I guarantee you will like this guy. He's really entertaining, has a lot of good guests, very funny. Maybe a lot of the rants that he says, I'm sure you'll agree with. There's another, these guys are known as the Triplets. They're Frosty, Heidi, and Frank. They're really funny as well. The bad thing is they only do podcasts on Mondays. You can find them at FrostyHeidiandFrank.com. Another pretty good one is, ironically, Pretty Good Podcast, prettygoodpodcast.com. You can download again their podcast. Actually, Randy Wang does other podcasts that he posts on the site as well, with Leo the Film Freak, which is another guy from the radio station. I forgot the other people on there, but yeah, he's got a couple other podcasts connected to his site. Their podcast is pretty good, pretty entertaining. There's a guy that was on the radio that was really good as well. He was Tom Leykis, very famous out here in Los Angeles. I don't believe that he's working on anything now, but I'm sure he'll pop up soon. He said he was going to work either on some TV sitcom or something, and maybe even a book in the future, which was something that I'm kind of excited about. Another one that was pretty entertaining, this was in the afternoon, was Tim Conway Jr. He's working on AM 640. You can download his podcast through that site, or just search for Tim Conway Jr. I'm sure that there's links to that site. A lot of these are interconnected, so you can find the link within the websites themselves. Another one that kind of faded, but I believe he's coming back now, is Brian David Whitman. His site is fakelikespodcast.com. And a really cool thing that he's doing actually is, I believe for about $20, he'll do your voicemail on your phone. He does very good impressions of different people, like Rick Dees, George Bush Sr. and Jr. So many different voices that it's amazing. Honestly, when I first heard this guy, I thought that it was a machine doing his voice, but he's very talented. You won't even know the difference. I recommend that you check out his podcast. He's been a guest at the Pretty Good Podcast, so you can probably check out some of his stuff there. But anyway, hope you guys check those out, and maybe you'll like them and start listening to that instead of the garbage out there, unless you got your own playlist, your own music and stuff. That way you're not being pretty much forced to listen to all these ads and everything. Well, hope that helps, and hopefully you guys enjoy listening to all these different guys. Thanks for listening.